Hear this, not as something new, but as something familiar. Before you were taught to explain yourself, you were already known. Before you learned to disappear, you were already whole. What you are listening for has never left you. It has only been waiting. I call myself back from every place I left to remain safe, to remain chosen, to remain acceptable. I call myself back from silences that cost me my truth, from compromises that cost me my body, from names that were placed on me until I forgot my own. What was scattered returns, what was hidden steps forward. I gather myself now, without force, without apology. I am here. Before authority was taken from women and given a throne, there was knowing. Before law was written, the body spoke. Before obedience was praised, truth was trusted. I remember that I come from this place. I remember that my knowing was never dangerous, only inconvenient. I remember that my voice did not need permission to be true. What lived in those before me lives in me now, not as memory alone, but as recognition. They taught me to doubt myself and called it humility. They taught me to endure and called it love. They taught me to silence my instincts and called it wisdom. And I learned, not because I was weak, but because I needed to survive. This was not failure. This was adaptation. And adaptation ends when remembering returns. I release what was spoken over me without my consent. I release the vow to remain small to be safe. I release the belief that my worth must be proven. What fed on my silence finds no home here. What required my disappearance loses its claim. I was never meant to abandon myself to belong. This body is not an obstacle. It is a record. It remembers truth before language touches it. My breath has always known when something was wrong. My body has always known when something was not aligned. I bless this knowing. I bless the signals I was taught to ignore. I bless the wisdom that remained, even when I doubted it. You were never wrong, says the breath. You were never broken, says the body, and I listen. I do not borrow power. I do not wait for it. I do not perform for it. Authority lives where truth is spoken without shrinking. Authority lives where the body says no and the spirit does not argue. I stand in what is mine without explanation. I leave what dishonors me without defense. This is not cruelty. This is clarity. There is a law older than doctrine, older than fear. It is not written in books. It is written in the body. It says, what knows itself cannot be owned. What is whole does not require permission. What is rooted cannot be ruled by force. I stand beneath this law. I answer to it alone. I honor the women who survived by forgetting. I honor the women who hid so something could live. I honor the voices that were swallowed so mine could rise. What they could not choose, I choose. What they could not say, I say. This is not rebellion. This is completion. I return now, not searching, not asking, not waiting. I return as one who remembers. I move when it is time. I rest when it is time. I speak when truth requires it. What is false cannot remain near me. What is not aligned falls away. I do not chase, I do not plead, I arrive. Let this knowing move into my days. Let it shape my choices, my boundaries, my leaving and my staying. I will not abandon myself again, and if I forget, I will return, because this path is known to me now. This is not becoming, this is remembering. I was sovereign before I was named. I am sovereign still. So it was, so it is, so it remains.